From phase to phase of struggle, or historical period to historical period, people need to be rooted somewhere, and that rooting happens through culture, so that even when changes take place, they remain fed by the roots, which are deeply underground, okay? And that without that, then you would fight, you would struggle without a sense of identity, which means without any clear direction. And the chances of the struggle leading or deteriorating to anarchy become very possible. So to retain that sense of who you are also feeds your determination to be liberated, not to be defined as perceived by somebody else, by an outsider, but as who you actually are and your vision of the world and life. Well, I think they are already very much sensitized to the importance of the role of culture in liberation struggle, because I think there's a common understanding that in fact the existence of a liberation movement is an organized political expression of a cultural alternative. In other words, that when the Sahrawi people say that they don't want to be ruled by Morocco any more than they would have wanted to be ruled by Spain, it is a cultural choice. It is a choice of a culture of liberation as opposed to that of oppression. It would be desirable that many South African artists visit Sahrawi, share platforms with the Sahrawi artists, and come back and inform the public, but also learn some things, because it's not a one-way street. Let's say there was an international solidarity conference, all of those people, those organizations that were involved in supporting us in the past, and some governments like Cuba and so on, were participants. And the question of Sahrawi and Polisario struggle for liberation was a very high on the agenda. In Mangaung in December, that the question of continued support for Polisario in the struggle for the liberation of Sahrawi was very high as an agenda item on its own. I think what needs to be done is more publicity, because if you looked at our media, you would think that South Africa does not feature anywhere in the support of the Sahrawi people and their struggle. but there is. With Sahrawi, the neighbor will remain the Morocco that they are struggling against, they are struggling to liberate themselves from today. And I think those specific little nuances need to be taken into consideration. I mean, for instance, South Africa has relations with both Morocco and Sahrawi. So South Africa has to, I think, logically play the role of also convincing Morocco to stop, to allow the people of Sahrawi to get their liberation.
بالنار والحديد ادخل بالنار والحديد ادخل بالنار